Good afternoon, my name is Rebeca Kalbermatter, and I'm here to present my project for PhD called Geriatric Healthcare based on the Internet of Things and Privacy Standards, Technologies for the Ambient Assisted Living, with the supervisors Professor José Lima from IPB, Professor Antônio Valente from UTAD, and Professor Ana Pereira from IPB. So worldwide we can observe the increase in life expectancy. Especially in Portugal, we can follow this increase through the figure 1, where in the 60s the life expectancy was 64 years old, and this number was elevated to 81 years old in 2020. With this, recent studies observed the preference of the seniors to stay in their own homes instead of going to care homes. Today, this is possible through public and private solutions, enabling home care assistance. Allied to this, many studies are focusing on the ambient assisted living, defined by the AAL Europe group as the ambient that uses of information and communication technologies to enable the patient to stay active longer. That means, through the ambient monitoring, help the senior in their daily activities and autonomy when possible. Besides the concept being important in the elderly healthcare culture, was observed a leak in data privacy and will be the focus of this project. So, as a general objective of this study is to develop a system capable to monitor the daily life of the senior, helping and acting in emergency situations, with the focus on mechanisms without affecting the patient's privacy. For this, identify the main parameters to monitor with the precondition of not use intrusive sensors. Implement the data privacy standards existing in Portugal and European Union. Use the LiDAR technology to map the house and use this for prevention of emergency situations. Also, use interactive tools like gamification to promote good practices. And the system must have the capability to adapt in different scenarios with low complexity to promote the acceptance by the senior population. So until now, we have already validated the first system, that is fall detection using the thermal camera, where it is possible to keep the privacy of the patient and also used for the thermal comfort. For the next steps is expect to monitor the environment, like with the variables like temperature and humidity, energy and water consumption. Also emergency detection, like when occurs fall and the inactivity of the patient or high level of gas or fire. And also systems for medication and nutritional monitoring of the patient. Here is the schedule for the PhD course, where we have at least 3 milestones. The first is in the end of state of art, where is expected to have all the parameters to be monitored. The second is in the validation of the preliminary study, and the last is in the validation of the real case study. Also, is expected at least 4 international publications. The curricular plan is composed by 2 optional curricular units, and I chose the first as microsensors and microactuators, validated with a paper in Optimization, Learning Algorithms and Applications International Conference last year. And the second option is Advanced Topics of Digital Signal Process, and will be validated soon because the paper is pending review. And for finish, here is the graphical abstract of the project, where we have the data extraction, data processing, and the data visualization. So as I said before, one of the conditions of this work is not to use intrusive sensors in the patient. So to the senior monitor, we will use external sensors like thermal camera or presence sensors. And for the environment, we use sensors for temperature, humidity, luminosity, energy, and water consumption. The data will be processed by intelligent algorithms like deep learning, machine learning, and convolutional neural network, and will visualize it in an application. So one example regarding for the hydration of the patient. The monitor will be done and the human state will be validated by the algorithm. And if the quantity of water that the senior drink is lower than expected for the hydration of the patient, an alarm will be produced and sent for the responsible for the patient. And the alarm will be visualized in a smartphone or computer. And in situations of emergency, like the dehydration of the patient, the system will be capable to call directly for the hospital and call the emergency. So thank you for your attention and feel free for asking.